everyone, it is April. As you can tell in the background, one of my bookshelves is in. The other ones just were delivered today, which was wonderful, but we still have to put them together, all of that. But I do have a little shelf behind me to film in front of, finally, so that is good. My books are still all over the place, but here we are, and we're gonna film a few videos, get stuff done. That is the goal of today for me. The other goal is to talk to you about my goals. I did a video very recently where I talked about how my goals that I set for 2021 are going, and I felt kind of mixed about it, if I'm being honest. I feel kind of all over the place. So I thought that what I could do is have clear intentions and clear books in mind to get those goals done. You know, have a plan in place. So one of my first goals was to read my favorites. As you guys know, I will go through my favorite booktubers and look at what their favorite books were from the previous year and then like put them on a separate shelf. It's really wonderful and it really gets me reading really great books. Another goal of mine was to read more diversely. I am doing very well on that front. But I have a few books on my favorite shelves that are written by BIPOC authors. So I have them here in front of you, and I'm going to prioritize these books for the rest of the year. The first book is Stay With Me by Iobami Adebayo. So this is about a couple living in Nigeria. They are struggling to conceive in a major way, and it is a tradition in Nigeria for a man to take multiple wives, but they as a couple have decided not to do that. Unfortunately, his parents decide that they're going to pressure him to take a second wife, and he does, and it's about how it affects the marriage. It's meant to be amazing. I've been wanting to read this for years, and I would really like to read this. This was, by the way, one of Grace from GK Reads' favorite books of 2020, so hence it's on the shelf, and definitely written by a BIPOC author. I would also really love to read Caste, The Origins of Our Discontents by Isabel Wilkerson. This explores how Black people have been oppressed for many generations in America and how castes work, just generally. And this was a favorite of Left Unread. So I'd love to read that as well. And then Lauren Wade loved this book, which is It's Not About the Burqa. This explores Muslim women's voices and how very quickly other people can feel like they have some sort of right to speak on behalf of Muslim women with or without knowing a lot about their experience. So that sounds really amazing. So I'd really like to prioritize those books in particular. Okay, another one of my goals for the year was to read 6 classics. I'm really doing well on this front. I have to say I'm very proud of myself. I'm currently listening to The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, which is a lot of fun. I didn't know what to expect from it, and it's really surprising me in a nice way. So that'll be book number 5. Here it is here. I'm listening to it on audio, which is kind of fun. And then I think that I would like to prioritize reading Roots. This is another book that I would like to listen to on audio. I'm on hold at the library for it. I do have it in physical form somewhere. It's in my previous library room, somewhere in a stack of books, and I just couldn't find it for this video. But I think that's where I'd like to go. I had on my August reading list, The Gone with the Wind. I don't know when I'm going to be ready to read that, guys, but that is not the classic I think I will go with. I think I'll read Roots instead. It feels, I don't know, it just feels better to me. It feels better. So I'd really like to prioritize reading that. A goal I'm just going to really let go of, and I think that's going to make me feel a lot better, is the goal of completing the series that I start. I have had a lot of time to think about this goal, and I just don't know what the purpose is of this for myself. Like, yes, I love to dive into a series and like get kind of carried away, and that feels wonderful. I did that with the Free to Client series last year. I've done that this year with the Lockwood & Co series, but I don't want to put that kind of pressure on myself. So I'm letting that goal go. It feels good. And then the last goal that I want to really narrow in on is reading 4 self-help books for the year. So I've read 2 really so far. I just finished reading reread The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. And then I have 3 books in front of me that are all self-help that I'd really like to get to. I started this last night. This is Welcome Home by Nashwa Zebian. And she is a Lebanese Canadian activist. She is a poet. This is a beautiful book. I'm only 25 pages in, and I found myself smiling and feeling known in this book. This is about making a home within yourself instead of other people. It is very easy to find a home in other people, to find your purpose in life in other people, your acceptance of yourself in other people, and by other people's judgment of you. And this is all about disregarding that, discarding that, and making a home within yourself, and how to do that. And it's so great. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this so far. So this will definitely be the 3rd self-help book that I read for 2021. And then I have 2 more. One is a book that I had started at the beginning of the year, but it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of work with Barry, because it's the 7 principles for making marriage work. And there are all sorts of like exercises that you need to do. And honestly, we haven't gotten very far in this because toddler times, it's just more work, you know? So I would like to work through this, but realistically, will we work our way through this by the end of the year? I don't know. But it's definitely something that I should prioritize. More realistically is this final book, and that is The Mountain Is You, Transforming Self-Sabotage into Self-Mastery by Brianna Weist. And this is really about how we self-sabotage in our own ways. Everyone does it differently. I tend to like turn to food when I'm angry or what have you, sad, all of the above. And this is about why we do the things that we do that hurt ourselves, and trying to pinpoint it and stop it. So I will hopefully be reading those. And those are all of the books that I really just think I need to prioritize to feel like I've done well with my goals this year. Let me know in the comments below not only what goals you have, but what is your plan to get to those goals? Reading in particular, but if you want to talk about your own goals, your personal goals, I'm here for you. I will cheer you on. And yeah, I hope that you guys are doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.